Once upon a time, in a small town named Wobbleton, there lived a chicken named Gary who believed he was a cat. Now, this wasn't some ordinary chicken with a quirky personality. Gary was fully convinced that he was a fluffy feline trapped in the body of a bird. It all started one summer afternoon when Gary saw a cat sitting on a windowsill, lazily licking its paw. Gary, perched nearby on a fence, watched intently. "I can do that," he thought. And so, without further ado, he tried to lick his own foot. But of course, chickens don't have retractable claws, and their feet are more suited for scratching the earth than cleaning themselves. Gary ended up knocking over a flower pot with his foot, causing the cat to stare at him, bewildered, from the windowsill. Gary thought, maybe I need to practice my elegance. From that day on, he spent hours attempting to perfect his cat-like movements, which mostly consisted of sitting in awkward poses and trying to pounce on anything that moved, a blade of grass, a squirrel, or his own shadow. One day, Gary decided it was time to join the cats inside the house. He strutted confidently up to the front door, puffed up his chest, and knocked. "Meow," he declared, as he tried to mimic the cats he had observed for weeks. The family was in the kitchen, enjoying some soup, when they heard the knock and the meow. The mother opened the door and found Gary standing there, puffed up and proudly staring back at her. Honey, I think the chickens are getting smarter," she said to her husband, who was too busy reading the newspaper to notice. "Gary, what do you want?" she asked, staring at him. Gary, trying to act cool, puffed out his chest even more. Meow. "Gary, you're a chicken," the mother said, trying to suppress her laughter. Gary was offended. "How dare you? I'm a cat," he hissed. Without another word, Gary turned and strutted away. But as he was leaving, he spotted a cat curled up on the couch, fast asleep. Gary, ever the opportunist, jumped onto the couch and attempted to curl up like a cat. He ended up in a ball on the floor, face first in a blanket, looking like an incredibly confused chicken. His tail feathers stuck up in the air, giving away his true identity. The family, now fully convinced Gary had lost his mind, decided to let him live his dream. They even started calling him Gary the Cat, though it became clear to everyone else in the neighborhood that he was, in fact, just a chicken with some very odd aspirations. And so, Gary the chicken cat lived the rest of his life happily believing he was both a bird and a cat, confusing everyone in Wobbleton along the way. The end.